What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we are here doing the should you summon. It's actually going to be more of a why you need to summon video for the Elizabeth and Meliodas duo festival character here, guys. So what I wanted to do in today's video is cover the Meliodas and Elizabeth full kits. We'll cover exactly what this character is able to do, how valuable the character is going to be for your account, and then we'll talk about how good the banner is going to be overall for someone that's either a newer player or if you're still a long-term player playing the game. How much value will you get out of summoning on this banner? And we're going to talk about all that in today's video, guys, and also compare that to the Lancelot banner and whether or not you want to maybe keep summoning on Lancelot the rest of today pretty much before Meliodas and Elizabeth drop. And we'll talk about all that nitty-gritty stuff there, guys. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We are on the road to that 50,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support on the channel, guys. We recently hit that 48k subs on the channel, and yeah, man, we've been grinding a ton, guys, in terms of just videos on the channel. And I would greatly appreciate if you guys were able to hit that sub button, man. And one last thing, guys, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone that's able to celebrate Christmas. I don't really get to mention it too often here, but with it being Christmas today and a very busy day for me, yeah, Merry Christmas, and hope you guys are having a fun time with your family, friends, whoever. And yeah, guys, all right, so with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk the should you summon here for the Meliodas. So first, what we'll do is we'll go over the Meliodas and Elizabeth details so you guys know exactly what this character is able to provide for your account. All right, guys, so starting off here, Light of the Holy War, Elizabeth and Meliodas, Guardians of the Balance. All stats of the hero duo increase by 7% for each applicable ally participating in the battle. Applicable allies are going to be Demons, Goddess, and the 7 Deadly Sins characteristic. Now, if all allies participating in the battle are demon characters, the hero duo gains Sword of Darkness, and if all allies are of Goddess race as well, the hero gains Shield of Light. Only Sword of Darkness will be applied if both conditions are met. Now, Sword of Darkness is going to be damage dealt plus 20% and inflicts damage equal to 200% of initial attack on all enemies at the start of the ally's turn. And then Shield of Light here is going to be allies basic stats plus 15%, and allies recover 15% of their max HP at the start of the ally's turn as well. So you guys can see there that depending on the team that you run this Meliodas and Elizabeth on, whether it be the Goddess team or the Demon team, you're going to be getting different buffs based on those types of teams. So with the Goddess team, you're getting more of like a defensive oriented Meliodas and Elizabeth, whereas if you run it on the Demon team, you're getting more of a damage dealing character. So just kind of bear that in mind. Now, the next thing here is going to be at the start of the battle. When the hero duo is revived with the unique effect, the hero duo gains Guardians of Harmony. And Guardians of Harmony is going to taunt enemies, damage taken minus 20%, and you're immune to stun, petrify, and the freeze effect, guys. That's really, really good. And then when dying, the hero duo revives with the same amount of HP they had before dying, limit of once, and dying from reflective damage does not result in a revival, but the resurrection count is still consumed. So, if you're ever facing a Goddess Lissamo and they revive or they they reflect damage against you and they kill you that way, it's not really going to happen, guys, but that is something they mention. But pretty much you have a revive that will heal you back to where you were before you die, which is really good. And that means that if you add full health and you get one banged in that one attack, you're back to full health on the revive. That's very good. So yeah, that's gonna be that. And then the hero duo gains Blade of Judgment for 2 turns when revived with the unique effect, or when Light of Darkness is removed. So the Blade of Judgment is going to be attack related stats plus 20% and inflicts additional damage equal to 600% of attack, and Blade of Judgment's effect is enhanced based on the ultimate move dupe level of the character. Now, moving on to the talent effect here, guys, Twinkling Dawn. This is going to grant Light of Darkness to applicable allies for 1 turn upon using the talent, and applicable allies again are going to be the Demons, Goddess, and the 7 Deadly Sins characteristic. Light of Darkness is going to be plus 20% damage dealt and creates a barrier equal to 150% of attack, only taking damage from basic attack or basic stats when being attacked. So pretty much it's a shield that block affects the effects on character skills, which is very, very strong. And it's scaling through the attack of the character as well, which is very important to take note of. Now, Meliodas and Elizabeth, guys, are going to be a dual race Goddess and Demon character. I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, Elizabeth and Meliodas together, it makes the most sense, guys. Now, with the first skill here, Tandem Steps inflicts illumination damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. Illumination is going to be 2 times critical chance increase and increases the damage dealt by 100% of the critical damage minus 100%. So obviously, you know, subtract 100% off your critical damage, but you increase the damage dealt plus whatever is available off of this. And then the attack plus 80% when using a skill while Blade of Judgment is active, which is very good too. So just a very strong, hard-hitting single target. And then moving on to the second skill here, you know, the Dance of Duality is going to inflict Shadow Flare damage equal to 300% of attack on all enemies. And Shadow Flare is going to be 2 times Pierce Rate increase with a 2 times critical damage increase. And then a 2 times crit chance increase when using a skill while Guardians of Harmony is active. Which obviously means that you're pretty much guaranteed critting, doing a ton of crit damage, and you're also getting a ton of pierce rate on this actual skill. And then moving on to the ultimate move here, guys. Again, this is going to be dependent on your dupe level. The hero duo gains Blade of Judgment for 2 turns, that inflicts illumination damage equal to 500% of attack on all enemies. Again, guys, illumination is going to be this effect right here. If the hero duo has Guardians of Harmony effect while participating in the battle, allies damage taken decreases by 20% if you are at the ultimate move level of 3 or higher. So just bear that in mind, guys, that you will not get that 20%. If you are dupe level 1 or 2, you have to be 3 or higher to be able to get that. Now, with the rest of the effects here, guys, Blade of Judgment, 20% attack related stats, inflicts additional damage equal to 1000% of initial attack. That is based on you having 6 out of 6 of the dupe level. If you're not 6 out of 6, and let's say you're, you know, just 1 copy of the character, you're going to do 600% of additional damage of the Blade of Judgment effect, right? So that's going to be the amount at a baseline, and it's going to increase all the way to 1000 if you're able to get that, you know, the 6 out of 6 dupe level. And again, guys, obviously the illumination effect is going to be the times 2 critical chance, and then increased damage dealt by your critical damage. Attack plus 80% when using a skill with Blade of Judgment, you know, is active. It all makes sense, guys. You know, that's pretty much gonna be how you're able to do it. Now that we know the character's kit here, guys, let's actually go over to the banner here, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on the banner overall and how it kind of compares to other festival banners we've had recently, and even just banners that are available right now, and whether or not you should be summoning based on those things. Now, for the banner here, guys, we obviously have the new Meliodas and Elizabeth. We also have UR Goldthir Thor and DK Meliodas, guys. One thing I will say is that the UR Festival lineup on this banner is legitimately perfect. Like, this is exactly what we wanted to see on this banner. This pretty much covered every single UR Fest that came out throughout the entire year, because we got the 3 UR Fests that were on Lancelot's banner that we were missing off this banner, and then, you know, vice versa. We get the other 3 that we were missing from the last banner. So we get UR Goldthir Thor and DK Meliodas, which I think overall is across the board very good. UR Goldthir is going to be really strong with this character on a 7 Deadly Sins team. Thor is still a very, very good character for PvE content with like Floor 4 Bird. She's also very good in PvP on an unknown team as well. And then you got DK Meliodas here, guys, which is a dominant PvE character. Most likely going to be power crept out of the PvP side of the game, but still a very, very strong PvE unit. And in my opinion, my go-to Ratatoskr DPS in the game, guys. So if you're looking for any of those really strong UR Fests, they're on this banner and they're able to be pulled for, so that's very good. Literally any of these festivals here, guys, that are available other than the UR Fest are just not really desirable for a lot of players, you know. The only one I would say is kind of desirable, I guess, would be, and is for dupes, would be Infinity Merlin, right? Because you can run her as a backline on 7 Deadly Sins team and actually do very well with that. So, you know, she might be the only one that's really viable. You know, what is it? You know, Berserk Esterosa, he's not really that crazy nowadays. Assault Mode Meliodas has obviously fallen off. Light Liz and the one Esther you're just not using nowadays. So those characters are going to be kind of duds if you do pull them. But then moving into the regular SSR pool here, guys, every single character is going to be level 100 UR, which is actually pretty good, right? You know, if you're a newer player and you're just pulling on this banner, a lot of these characters here are not bad to pull on your account because a lot of them are seasonals, but also the fact that they'll be instantly UR level 100 is very good and allows you to be able to clear content that you might not be able to clear before because you just weren't able to get your characters, you know, leveled up that much. So, you know, Elat, you know, what is that? Red Merlin, Green Freya, Green Jelly King, Red Freya, you know, the Blue Mono, Chandler. You do also have the Summer Diana, which is very good. You know, the Wedding Brunhild. You have the Blue Elat, Green Sariel, Blue Camilla, Green Melascula. What is that? The Blue Danafor Liz, Jormungand, blue Cusack, and then the red Mark II Valenti. So overall, the filler is not like crazy characters, guys. And I'll be honest, like none of these characters really are, you know, really that insane. You know what I mean? Like honestly, you're really, if you're summoning on this banner, you're mainly summoning for DK, or not DK Valley, but the Meliodas and Elizabeth unit themselves, right? You're honestly not really going for any of these other characters here. Maybe some of the UR Fest, I could definitely see that, but you're not really pulling for these characters unless you're more of like a newer player that just needs to fill out your account. And if you're in that scenario where you're a newer player, I mean, this is going to be a great banner, man. A lot of characters to get, a bunch of characters that will get you level 100 UR instantly. And yeah, I mean, it's just going to be overall a very, very good time for a newer player. Now, if you're a returning player or someone that's been playing the game for a while, guys, how good of a banner is this for you? Honestly, that will definitely depend on what your UR Fests are looking like in terms of these 3 that are available. And then also the fact of like how many characters of these do you not have level 100, because that's going to be valuable in getting those characters level 100, right? I think that right there is going to be something that, you know, would definitely help your account. Obviously, level 100 means more boxy C. You know, getting dupes on these characters is not too bad. Some of these characters are still very good too. I mean, Jelly King is great. I think Red Freya is still great. You know, Kusak could get a Holy Relic in the future, could still be very good. You know, same goes with Chandler. Yeah, I think, you know, there's definitely viability with a lot of these characters here, and it's not just a complete, you know, dead banner, even though a lot of these characters here are just not really that usable right now. Alright guys, so how well does that banner actually stack up to the banner that we have in the game right now, being either the Zaneri banner, the Nasian's banner, or the Lancelot banner? Now overall, I would say that Lancelot's banner is a lot better just in general, right? If we're talking like a festival banner that has good characters on it, Lancelot's banner had better characters than the banner that we're getting with Meliodas and Elizabeth. It's just true, right? The characters featured on this banner were a lot better overall, and if you're looking for characters that were just, you know, to fill out your account that are very strong, this would be the banner to actually summon on, guys. But the thing is, again, is that new Meliodas and Elizabeth as a unit themselves is worth summoning just based on the fact that they're going to be the best unit in the game probably till the end of next year. So if you want a character that will last the entire year in terms of being just absolutely busted, super strong, and across pretty much all content too, because I think they will be good in PvE as well, then that banner might not be a bad idea to summon on, because you're going to get the new unit and they're going to be very good. And I think overall, if you had to decide on, you know, which banner to summon on, let's say you just started the game today, you saw the new update, Lancelot's banner is available, but you're wondering, okay, do I commit, you know, to summoning on Lancelot's banner, or do I go for the, you know, the Meliodas and Elizabeth banner? I would say try your luck on Lancelot's banner, because you're going to get a lot of gems in the update, guys, for the Meliodas and Elizabeth. So I would say definitely try your luck with Lancelot. A lot of the characters featured here are very good too. So if you are able to pull a bunch of these characters while maybe snagging a copy of Lancelot, I think that would be great for your account. And then, you know, talking about the Meliodas and Elizabeth banner, this banner is going to be really good, especially if you're looking for a very strong DPS character, and Meliodas and Elizabeth will cover that. And even if you don't pull them, but let's say you get DK Melly, that's still going to fill out your account and make it very good for, you know, end game content in PvE, and even competing in some PvP scenarios. So overall, guys, I do think that this banner is going to be a must summon, you know, in general, right? You know, we're talking the new best character in the game being Meliodas and Elizabeth. It's really hard to miss up on them, and then also the first ever rerun of UR Gother and Thor. So that alone right there already tells me that this is a must summon banner for a lot of people that, you know, are even getting into the game as well, because look at the UR level 100 tier 2, right? Even though a lot of these characters might not be crazy, if you're a newer player, you can definitely benefit by getting any of these characters on your account. And again, Melly and Elizabeth being the best unit in the game, that solidifies this banner being a must summon in my opinion, guys. So yeah, throw your luck on Lancelot while you have the chance, guys, if you haven't already summoned for him already. And then yeah, I mean, you know, this banner is going to be out for an entire month, so you have a good amount of time to be able to summon for this character. So yeah, overall, guys, I do think that this is going to be a must summon, and you do not want to miss out on this character. A lot of people missed out on DK Melly. Guess what? They were waiting till the next year to be able to get this character. So I do not, you know, I do not recommend skipping this banner, guys. At least try and get one copy of the Meliodas and Elizabeth unit, as they're going to be really strong throughout the entire year going into 2025. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about Meliodas and Elizabeth, and will you guys be summoning on the banner? I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. That's going to be it, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later.